Let's go. Yeah, what's going on, good people? Welcome to another episode of the 710 The Slickville Show. I am your host, Jay Brown, aka Mr. 710, and we are back up in this thing once again. What up, Rick? Hey, look, I'm excited about today's show because it is full. It is full of stuff that I probably wanted to talk about last week that I didn't get a chance to talk about, but also all the stuff that happened since then. And I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to talk to y'all today. I'm not sure if True gonna make it, but if she do, she'll hop on in. If she don't, we will keep this thing moving. You know how we do. But look, good people, on tonight's show, we are gonna talk about our peopling. We're also gonna talk about punishments as well as the airport fight in Dallas. We're going to talk about this church apology as well as more police brutality. Yo, it keep happening. What's going on? Shot it. But listen, when I tell you, let me make sure I got my sound effects ready because this is going to be necessary. Boom. But look, since last week, y'all all know I talk about my t-shirt business all the time. Shout out to this shirt right here being on the line. What up, True? Hey, she been showing up. Well, no. But since I had an instance of peopling, and part of my problem was it's my fault. I'm gonna take full responsibility for my part of it. What up, True? Let me add you on into this thing. Bam. But now, stop. Need to bring you up over here on Instagram so I can bring this volume in.
It won't let me come on. It's being weird.
But when I tell you,
it won't let me.
When I tell you, people in there trying to take advantage of your niceness or your. Hold on, let me let you be in over here. I can't. If you listen, your niceness or your. I'm gonna be. I'm going to be. If you listen. If there you go. I was about to say, girl. There we go. All right. So you know your what's called by, you gotta go off. You're straight. There we go. I think we good. Hold on. You gotta say something though.
Are we good?
Yeah, we should be good. What up, Kendall? What's happening?
Hey y'all.
Yeah, we got True in this thing. She came in on. I was talking about peopling, and when it comes to business relations, and part of the problem that I had this past week was I get an order on Tuesday. I get the order on Tuesday, and the lady asked me if I can do 10 shirts by Friday. Yes, I can. Absolutely, I can. Not a problem. Send me over the designs, the sizes that you need, and the colors of shirts that you're going to need. I'll get that taken care of for you. And I'm thinking, like, this is great. But it wasn't great. It wasn't great. It wasn't 10 shirts. She sent me over an order for 17 shirts. 17 shirts.
How did extra shirts come into effect?
Don't know. Peopling. But what up? On top of that, so I didn't actually get the numbers of what she needed until Wednesday morning. And when she sent that, she asked me if I could finish these shirts by Thursday, not Friday. So the order went up and
the day went down.
Now here's the deal. This is not the first time I've done shirts with this lady. I've allowed her to, she's up the order once before, but she got her teeth kicked in by the expedited shipping fees. And I mean, it's kind of what it is at this point.
I've done the same. I'm like, well, you said you want to do Mother's Day. Mother's Day is in 2 days.
Not my fault. I didn't change the schedule, and whatever you had going on didn't just get put on the schedule yesterday. So you had time to plan. But if you were trying to search around for somebody with a lower price, have at it.
Cut yourself short.
Have at it. And so here's the deal. This is the problem. I'm a nice guy, and I try to look out for our people when I can, when it makes sense. And this one didn't make sense, but I'm like, let me look out for this person just this one last time. And I was like, I knew it was going to be something else, True. I knew it was going to be something else.
Yeah.
And you know it.
Give an inch, they take up the whole entire football field.
You know it didn't stop at 17 shirts.
No, she added on like 10 more.
Hold that thought. So after like when she was like, you know, as a matter of fact, it was not 17, it's gonna be 23 shirts, but I need these by Friday and I need these by Saturday. If you can do that, that'd be great. Because it changed again. You know what? If you hadn't finished these shirts, can you make? You got 17 left. Okay, cool.
That'd be me.
I need you to switch out those 17, but I don't want you to not make them. I just want to add 17 more of the shirts like these. So it ended up being 40 shirts. Yeah, 40 shirts. Now, mind you, I am a small Black business. I work by myself. And when I got this order and when the order got changed on Wednesday, Thursday, I get up and I go run and get my supplies. I work throughout the day. I go bowl. I finish bowling at 10 o'clock. And she hits me up, was like, hey, how's everything going? First of all, stressful. Leave me alone. Don't. You'll get
me the best. First of all, back up.
You'll get the.
You're too close.
I'll let you know when I get done. What up, bro? Yeah, you'll know when I get done. So this is the thing. I finished bowling at about 10 o'clock. I worked all the way up until 4:30 that morning. Went to sleep for a couple hours, turned around, got up at 6, got the boy ready for school.
Right. It's just so disrespectful. It's like you're forgetting that small businesses are people.
Right. And it's only me, which has been explained to her before. What up, Shark? It had been explained to her before. Like when we talked about the first order, and I explained to her, like, listen, I cannot take last minute orders. And when the last minute orders are big, I still got to order shirts. I still got to prep and do all this stuff. Yeah. And just because you're going to be here doesn't mean that you can shrink my time. Like that doesn't change the process. And listen, when I tell you, I worked, like I said, I got up and worked. I worked all day Friday until I had to deliver her shirts at 4 o'clock. I delivered the first batch of shirts at 4, came back, slept from 5 something to 8. I was dying. The struggle was real. And when I got up at 8,
better than me, boy.
I worked until 6:30 the next morning to get the rest of them done.
Did she tip you?
Did she tip? No. She looked at it as a blessing. Now this is the thing. When I dropped off those shirts at 8:30 that morning.
And you did a drop off?
At 8:30. She was like, "Oh, guys, this is so great. It's such a blessing. I cannot believe that you were able to get this done. Quick question. Is this standard operating? Is this the nature of your business to kind of work like that in order to get stuff done?" And I told her that this when the rough side came out. No, it is not. It is not. It is only the nature of the business when people give me orders at the last minute and change stuff, but it's nothing that I'm willing to do again. And she looked at me like, I can't believe you just said that. But I was for real. Like, no, I'm not doing this again. I'm not working overnight. You give me your orders early, or I'm going to tell you no. And when you start trying to bring up to me that you found somebody for a lower price, use them. Use them.
It's the scare tactic for me. It's always the scare tactic. I think it's kind of clever. It's just like, oh, what you don't know is I used to work for Comcast. I don't care.
Yeah.
My I don't care comes up so quick. And I'm just like, look, God's still working on me. Okay. Yes, it is the premise of my business, but God's still working on me. So let's tread lightly and be respectful. I remember I had a customer and literally she had wanted to add on extra beads after she had already received her tracking number.
Mm.
Her package was closed and sent off. Well, you could have added it in there. Let me stop the USPS people real quick. Let me get that package back. Like, what am I supposed to tell her? You've had that tracking number for 2 days. Well, I have to pay for shipping again. Yeah.
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 Listen, when that paying for shipping again, so I paid, like for her first order, I paid $30 to get that package to California in 2 days. For that overnight, for that extra that she added on in the first order, she had to pay. She had to pay. $81. It was almost $100 for her to get them joints. I was just like, yo, your events didn't just get planned.
Did that for his mom. Because he forgot Mother's Day was coming up. He had to do that next day here. I was like, hey man, I mean, he's like, I really want to support you. He said, because I really like this set and I know she would like this. And I was like, well, the price not gonna change, so I mean, you gotta pay that. He was like, "Oh no problem at all." I'm like, yeah, not my mama. Like, not my mama, not my problem.
Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with that. You're gonna have to deal with that, and the thing is, you know, you try to cultivate these relationships and try to make sure that, you know, everything that you're doing makes sense, and you know, sometimes it will be a sacrifice as far as sleep, as far as time, if you're trying to grow. Like I get that part. And at the same time, do not be disrespectful of my time and what I'm just because I'm able to do it don't mean that I want to do it. Don't mean that it's a great idea.
Let's not make it a behavior. Let's not make it a constant behavior. Once, cool. Twice, you pushing it. But it's like, I feel like, while I love our people, you know, we're all about supporting Blacks, we literally will shortchange the hell out of one another. And I don't think that's fair, because you don't go in and try to haggle prices with Target or Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just don't like that. Well, I'm supporting you. Okay, but look how you're doing it.
Like, fam, just
look
because
how I'm being in the process. The disrespect. Like, honestly, if anybody is supporting Black businesses, please watch how you talk to others. Because you wouldn't want somebody talking to you like that out of a paid experience, or the fact that they're sharing their time, their talent, and their treasure.
Facts.
Watch how you talk to people, because if you don't know your audience, everybody not going to react the same.
She tried to bring up God and a nonprofit, and I'm just like, okay, God don't like ugly, and secondly, I am not a not-for-profit. Like, I am not a nonprofit. I am trying to make money. I know y'all making money. You talking about trying to save it, so don't do me. Like, I know it's like, I am trying to run a business. I am trying to grow a business. This whole nonprofit stuff, that doesn't bother me. Like, you're
right as a tax write-off.
You're coming to me for a service, and so I need you to pay for said service because I'm getting ready to charge you for said service. This ain't free.
When you go to a mechanic and they tell you what's wrong with your car, you gonna tell me I'll pay you later, or I'm gonna pay you a portion. No, you wouldn't. You would pay what they're telling you. You have to pay, or you'll go somewhere else, right?
They're gonna put some tape or a Band-Aid on it, like it's gonna be a problem
until it really crank up and fall apart. And you looking crazy. But I'm just saying, black folks have got to stop doing that. Stop.
They deal with you on the condition that your price is like, because we black, you need to bring your price down, or you need to work with your boy one time, mess with your girl one time. Look out for me.
Throw something else in there. You didn't send this.
Listen,
I didn't know that was obligated.
I take pictures. I take pictures of everything that I send before I put it in the box. It is laid out under my emblem that I got on my wall, so you can see. I take pictures and send it. Boom. And so when she got the package, she was like, I ain't had one of my shirts in there. I don't have it. It's not in here. So you mean the TPS went in the box, opened it up, took out the medium, and was like, this was up. This was up. Yeah. Sure, this is the soft kind. I like this.
Yeah, you feel this fabric, bro.
Okay, you got the medium in there, right? Yeah. I'll put that on.
Hey, they got large too. You bring mama.
Kendall, that's real. Like, yo, we do it to us. Like, we walk right in there and be like, hey, $20. Oh no, man. I mean, I try to pay, $14, $15 for it.
I would have. Yeah, you would have, but you're not. So guess what? You're gonna pay this price. That's why I love that reel. The price is the price.
Yeah.
I love that reel. The price. It's the price.
Let me tell you, when it comes to those reels, and you listen to the voices of the ones that make those, you can tell who is who. And it's like, don't come to me for the lowest prices. Don't come to me talking about, hook me up. It is what it is. Also, the one that, of course, yesterday's price, not today's price.
Not today's.
And it's what it is. Like, come on, man. Now, it'd be one thing if I was like, somebody went out there and paid, $1,900 for a trash bag. Fam, don't do me like this over $8, $10. Over $10. Fam, like, all right, go holler at your $6 dude.
I just don't. I don't even
do that. But
I don't even.
I'm waiting on. Now here's the problem, and I shouldn't say this on air, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm waiting on her to go holler. I'm gonna tell her to go holler at the $6 guy, so that he can hit her, because the $6 price is the heavy gilded cotton shirts with one color, only front only. That's what the $6 is. And so once
I like what she said. She said we have to know our worth. Our brand is our price. There is a market for your price.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not here. Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna go down.
It's not here.
It's not gonna go down. And so when she gonna holler at that dude,
they love a good sale.
Yeah, when she gonna holler at that dude, and instead of it being $10 like I was charging, they holler at $16. Because I know, because I went in and put it in myself. I put her design in they system. I put it in a system and it came out to be $16. So once you come back, I think my price is probably gonna go up. Like, hey, I know we had said, but since I know you can't find it for less than that, I'm gonna charge you more than my original price. That was a great deal.
You had the deal, and you had to go haggle and haggle. She
is the baby mama who had the baby father paying more than what the child support was, decided to take him to court, and then the court lowered it. She is gonna be that person. Not in real life, but that's the type of person that she is.
Oh, I was like, that you had an out. I was like, well, that's good. Thank y'all for coming. I had a part of this car crash. I don't know what the hell going on right now.
Yo, but look, I had to get that off my chest. That had been bothering me for about a week. Like I died this weekend, came back to life a couple times. Like it was rough on me. It was real rough.
Sorry, friend.
I had an attitude on Saturday. Like I went and bowled with my brother, but I took the boy with me. I had an attitude the whole time. He got in the car and was singing over my music, and I looked at him like, "I'll throw you out. I'll throw you out." I was that tight. Like I'll throw you out this car, and I won't even stop. That's what happened to you.
Okay.
I told my wife, I was like, I am not ready for people yet. Like I still need to sleep some more. Look, she need to tag me, post a testimony.
She need to post the testimony. Don't come over here.
And she need a tip because the shirts were dope. I know I did a good job.
That's the thing. Tip people when you see that they're going out of their way. It doesn't hurt. Look, it doesn't hurt.
Don't just
because they're putting in that extra work to make sure that your stuff is the actual representation of their company and the company they keep. So it's just like tip people. It doesn't hurt.
You can't. Don't just be like, it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Well, bless these.
All right. Bless me back for making this happen. You trying to pay a reduced rate. Come on now. Let's not do that.
See, and that's what I'm saying. People tip on services just as that, Instacart and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But we don't tip one another. Everybody makes it a crab circuit. Like, well, I found it over here at Homeboy. Like, don't do that.
Yeah. Look, I was mad at myself. I allowed it to happen, then I was mad for doing it. And then I think part of the reason why I took on the job is, the extra was on the challenge side of the game, just because I am able to do it. I do have a stamina in order to make it work. And even when I'm telling her, like, listen, this is different. I am doing this on the strength of you need it and I can do it, even though it's taxing the shit out of me right now. Come up to me like, oh, such a blessing. All right, yeah, that sounds, yeah, okay. About that.
Good job, Jay. Good job. I'm proud of you. You stuck it out. You stayed up the long hours, tedious hours. It's very triggering how it was received, but
she ruined it for the next person.
She did, and that's what I was about to follow. My last words of wisdom: don't do for nobody else.
She ruined it for the next person. Like, that's the problem.
And that is how we will no longer be giving discounts and going out of our way. This is a TED Talk with Jay.
Like, I'd be like, no, I would not.
And the worst of OT just said, no.
And look, it'll be messed up if somebody's like, so could you? And I'm like, no, somebody else messed that up for you. You're welcome. Nah. Go somewhere else. But once I get to I'm like the object, and I think the object is getting to a point where you can turn business away, right? And so you ain't got to chase after every penny or every nickel or diamond like that. Like, hey, you know what? I've told people like there's certain stuff that I can't do because of how my system is set up, and that's fine.
All right, y'all.
But come on, man. Let's not
stop nickel and diamond our own people, man.
Let's not be reckless now. Speaking of that, what's been going on since last week? We missed you last week. How you been?
Missed me for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wait, girl. Has officially sent off her younger sister to Alabama A&M, the Hill, baby. She has spent the whole week there now. It was just really weird how they did protocol, though. They were only allowing 2 people to move the kids in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not kids, because they're definitely adults now, but they were only allowing 2 people to move them in. So it was just myself and my cousin who moved her in. Everything it just went smooth. It was quick, but it was just like a lot of stuff. I got everything packed up in the car that morning between my car. Majority of it was in my car, and whatever I had left, it was like some water and a tote. That was in my mom and dad's car. But we just caravan went up there and stayed for a couple of days and got her acclimated and had my little last hoorah dinner with her, since I was up there. And cat food is actually really good. Their food is actually hitting. I don't know if it's because it was like, oh, look at us.
It's been so long. It's been so long.
But just putting on because families are here. But no, actually, once families left, my sister sent the food again. She was like, man. I said, all right. That's a lot of fried okra and fried chicken and all right. Better walk the class. Better be walking the class.
It's going to be a lot of walking.
It's called the hill for a reason, but right up that hill.
Big
fact. But so far, she loves it. She just had a situation today, though, where I guess they had a plumbing issue and it flooded, and she's on the bottom floor. So I don't know if that got rectified or not, but she's really enjoying it. She likes her classes, which has been great. The help that has been there. And then as soon as I dropped her off and walked through my door, my other baby sister was sitting on my couch. I was like, all right then, let's get that in. Shout out to Reva for coming down. She had adult prom this weekend, and she looks so pretty. Oh, my sister looks so pretty. I put the picture of her in my story. But she looks so beautiful, and she did that, and we went out. She took me on a date. I felt special. I got to dress up. What else did I do? Oh, and my step-grandmother passed. Little thing, little tink. But she was fully vibrant, so I still don't understand what happened. But shout out to her and the Lord making it prep for her at the table. But other than that, that's really just been my week, man. Well, the last 2 weeks, it was just prepping and getting her gone, and now empty nesters seem to love contacting me every day.
Hey, that's what's up.
I'm like, well, Bobby Dad, why y'all keep calling my phone? What you doing? I'm like, oh my God, because one left, we not gonna replace it. No, y'all need something to do. Y'all need something to do. Like I just walked through the house right before the show because my mom was like, don't you want to do dinner? And I was like, I got a show. He was like, I gotta leave at 8. Like that's not gonna work. I have to leave at 8. Nobody stuff. I gotta go. My phone's already dead. Like I have to leave. But yeah, other than that, it's just funny to see them be actual empty nesters. So I was out the door. I don't know why the hell, they decided to do the nasty. Have a sit there with a whole nother 18 years. That's 36 years mom just served.
I got him. Hey, you can.
Yeah. Check the class page on that feeling. Catch your life.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
I'm back. I am back. Yes.
That's what. Okay.
Hell.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing.
I think that's literally been everything I've been doing.
Gotcha. Well, look, I wanted to get into this. I was talking about that fight at the airport in Dallas. That it happened probably about a little bit over a week ago. I had meant to talk about it. Yeah, the Spirit dude. And there was so many things that was wrong with that video when I saw it. And, I've had a couple conversations about how it all played. And I was looking at it and I was just like, damn, man, like I've been inconvenienced at an airport before, in the worst kind of way. And you think about all the inconvenience take place before you even get to the damn gate. And so if you're checking the bag, your bag is overweight, you got to go in there and dig stuff out. That's a hassle. If the line is long, even before you get your tickets or boarding passes, that's a hassle. TSA is a hassle, having to get undressed and get redressed and all that other stuff. And that's even before you get to that point. But once you get to the gate, once you get through TSA, for me, I'm not even sweaty anymore. I'm just like, I'm cool. Like, it's time to party. It's time for vacation.
No.
And
until that aircraft is in the air, I'm not on that.
The unfortunate part was whatever the inconvenience that this lady experienced and that caused. Now, hold on now, because at the end of that video, there was a dude that was like, "That's a sister." It was a black dude that said that was a sister to the spirit worker.
That's not what it looked like to me.
It was not what it looked like to me, which is why I said there was so many things wrong with this video.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
Now, one of the things I did not like was the worker continued to engage this lady.
Yeah, he could have easily walked off. He could have walked away. He could have de-escalated by calling security for her being a nuisance. He could have done a lot of things, but he was warranting the action Jackson wanted to display.
He wanted to smoke. He wanted all the smoke. And so
he had a bad day.
I got to thinking like, all right, for this lady, you can't just go around hitting folks
and pushing them.
Like,
it was like, but then again, he was like, you're in my space, but really they were combating one another's space.
Right.
It was really high.
But once a person gets in between you guys, at that point, all right, you kind of let it be. Be mad.
De-escalated and go.
For her.
But that's not what happened. She threw that punch. That's what she.
For her, I was trying to think about, like, all right, you've been on planes. Chat room has been on planes. What could possibly happen to make you want to still on the gate agent?
They spit in my face.
If everything was going according to plan, what if they told you can't get on the plane?
My face. You spit in my face is no holds barred. I'm coming for you.
That's okay.
I mean, if you tell me I can get on the plane, I'll just get my money back. That's simple. I'm gonna go, okay, well, give me my money. I'll just go to another airline, book another ticket. Like, this is stupid. I guarantee they have ways to actify standby. You're not the only airline in this entire airport. Like, look at it. But the only thing that would have allowed for me to stole off on that person if they would spit in my face or hit me just like that. That would have been it. I'm sorry. You throwing hands and I ain't even touch you? Oh, nah.
Yeah.
See,
like, when
put your hands down.
When the dude got in between them, then she got her power up. She was like, yeah.
Because she knew that he was immobilized.
I could get one.
The dude had his arms. I've actually been in a situation like that. That's why I said what I said, having your face fit in. I had a security guard holding me, two grown big men. I'm not even the cause of the problem. Dude waited till I'm talking to them, yanks his neck back and spits on me. It landed right here. I'll never forget it. It was probably about this much of a loogie. I'll never forget it. So that's what I said. He was immobilized.
You had to get two of them.
Get away with it.
You got to get two of them for the spit.
She like jump punch. Like she did like some anime movement.
Yeah. And so, listen, all right. And so, of course, we're going to have a different outlook on it just because of the man-woman aspect of it. And I was thinking, like, so I was having a conversation with one of my guys. He was in the chat room right now. We were talking about this. And he was like, well, Jay, I can't see myself allowing a lady to get tackled and get stolen like in the way that she did. And I was like, hey man, like, no, I can't see myself letting a woman get beat up. I can't see that. I was also in the same breath, I was like, it would also, my level of involvement would be contingent on where I was getting ready to go. So if I was on my way out, I'm be like, hey bro, you can't be doing this, man. You need to chill. But listen, chill. I got a flight to catch. Don't go hit this girl because you about to get in trouble. You about to get in trouble. But if you cool, I got like 4 minutes, so I got to get to my gate.
I mean, if we're on that kind of tip, like I see an other raise their hand. I don't care what you say. I need to rewatch that video. Lay a punch. Nah, sis, what the hell are you doing? Hey, man, what you doing? We're not finna do that. That's not what y'all one of those. We're not doing that. Hey, don't do that. What the hell wrong with you? Somebody call security. And the moment she was swung at me, it would have been curtains. I still would have got on my flight.
Yeah, if I
would have been fine.
Now, if I'm in line, I'm in line to board, and they call my group, baby. Look, they crazy over there. They crazy. Like you do. Hey, and yeah, somebody need to go. Somebody need to help. Like this dude, he already got a lot of moisture in his voice. He is going to hit her. Like you could tell.
Ding in. I'm digging in. Yeah. I'll dig myself in and walk on the plate.
Look, hey, this messed up. This messed up, yo. This messed up.
And I just feel like she waited for a prime moment to where she knew that he was immobilized to throw that punch. She did not need to do that. She had already assaulted him when she put her hands on him. Yeah. More than once. And he asked her to stop doing that. But at that moment, that's when he should have been calling security. Regardless, he said, You're not getting on this flight. Okay, at that point, you're now going beyond your job, and now you're just testing out your pride. Mm-hmm. Your pride could have gotten you a whole trip to jail.
Now,
so it's like sometimes you got to know what you're about to lose. But I think he lost his damn mind at that moment. He was like, "Shit, I'm up."
Yeah, I got hit. It's over with. Like I don't care about this job. Like she ain't gonna put her hands on me.
I want to quit anyway. Like
now, the guy that came in at the end, that was like, the guy that came at the end that was like, that's a sister. You ain't supposed to be putting your hands on no woman like that. Put his hands behind his back and was like, fight me if you so real. And I'm like, first of all, ain't you supposed to be going somewhere, bro? Like, I'm not getting ready to fight it out over no stranger. Like, it's just not getting ready to happen.
Stranger danger.
Yeah,
she only swung her because men were protecting her. That's what I said.
Yeah, I'm not.
He was immobilized, and that's the only reason why she did what she did. Because otherwise, she knows she would have threw that punch. You better have a Krishan Rock situation going on. Because I don't know what to tell you, baby girl. Yeah, she almost ate that. It was the flip roll for me. It was
yeah, he went for it. Like he was like he lost it. He was like, I'm going back to my high school days where I was a defensive end.
Listen, I was like. It was the flip
roll. I was like, man. But it also made me think about, like, you start thinking about chivalry. And for a lot of those guys that stepped in, it was like, yes, that is a very chivalrous action. At the same time, bro, like, if you got something serious that you need to go to, and dude wasn't dressed like he was going to go anywhere spectacular. Like, he just had on a t-shirt and some jeans. But it's like, still, I don't know what my level of involvement would be past trying to separate this situation until somebody that's getting paid to do that came.
Yeah, I would say that if I were a man in this case, I don't feel like my energy would have been directed only toward that man. I would have had to be like, brother, hold on real quick. You need to stop.
Yeah.
Because now you're antagonizing the situation.
I'm gonna step back.
You are supposed to stop. Then I'm gonna tell him, calm your ass down. But like, it would have to be a combat of the both because she's really the reason why it even occurred.
Right.
At this point, he's defending himself as it seems. But
girl, do you want me to move? I can leave now. I got a flight to catch.
I can just get out the way. So I mean, you look like you just heavyweight champion handling yourself. So I I'm just gonna sit down and get my bags. But honestly, it was an act of chivalry. But the part about it was that he was focused so hard on that man, and he forgot that this woman was the one who charged this man and put her hands on him.
Yeah, and nobody's at the airport for no reason, right? So you have your own. You got your your man duty. Like your man duty, like, yeah, I'm not gonna just let folks get beat up. But at the same time, it's like, come on, man. Like, now, if it's my wife, then yeah, we'll have to scrap it out. But if it's some other stranger lady, like, nah, man, you know what? Y'all chill. But chick, if you don't calm down, I'm gonna go on about my business. And then whatever's gonna be between y'all is gonna be between y'all, because I'm not gonna miss my flight. I've done my part. After I realized I've done my part, and you want it. You want to
see this gentleman at the end, and I think I just logged out when sis decided she was gonna run away down the block, and I was like,
"Yeah, no,
not you got mad at the heat that came out the kitchen."
Buddy with his little Lou Rawls afro stood up like, fight me, but you stand in front of this man back. That is a good way to get dropped. Like you have seen it.
You thought you this
Both of them put their hands behind their back and talking about fight me. No, it ain't that.
Shoulder lean.
What you gonna do, nigga? What you gonna do, nigga? Yeah, like, oh, buddy only got suspended though. I was surprised about that.
Speaking of good old airports, let's get into good sis that got locked up today.
Oh gosh.
Here?
My wife and I talked about it. She said old girl was a little calm, a little. It's like, yeah.
Baby girl still had on the same clothes that she was shooting people in Midtown. The only thing that she changed about her attire was popping on an accessory called a hair puff. That's it. And just went airport casually, like she just did not shoot 3 people, killing 2. Rest in peace to them, as well as giving condolences to their families. I was just like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Well, she had a plan.
Yeah, to go to Cancun after. What are you doing? Were you a trained assassin?
She's good. Well, not a good one. She missed the training part about getting away.
I was like, yeah, she must have wasn't in class that day.
She missed the training part about probably getting away.
Had a whole suitcase with clothes and chose to keep on the shirt that she had on.
that was in the manual. Change clothes and change appearance, and she was like, "All right, we good."
Listen to Pharrell. Change clothes and go. No, she just popped a little hair piece on and dip. Because when they put her a little behind in the daggone police car, she ain't had a little on top of her head no more. She has a little bitty bee with a little rubber band on it. You know, the little stud muffins. That's what I call them, stud muffins, because they be like this big, sticking out the top of their head like this. I say, y'all wrong for taking her hair. Why y'all do that?
Let me just Hey, Officer Johnson, go ahead and stick that in your pocket. We might need that for evidence later on. It might have some resonance on it.
Go to the airport, they'll never know. Like, who told you this was a disguise, babes? Hey, you were dressed for bars. You were dressed for bars today.
It worked in Mission Impossible. I had my sticky nose and I was good to go.
But she was too damn calm. I would definitely agree. Sis was too calm. It was like she wanted this to happen.
Like, you know what? Like, you know, I can't panic. If I panic, I practice this. Like, all right, pow, pow, pow. Airport. Be calm. Don't look crazy. And next thing you know, it's like, where y'all come from?
Come on, head to the backwoods.
All right, you got me. You got me. I did.
Damn. That's
crazy. Let me tell y'all why. Like that's the only thing. Like to try to figure out the why and whatever
that's
it is.
Where I'm at. I need the why. I need the why. That was my phone.
Well, that was your phone, and there was a pop, pop, pop that just happened right there while we talking.
Oh, she got out.
She got out. I don't know what that was.
It was a sheer shock in your face, though. I was like,
that's because it was a little pause and then a pop, 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 and then. But at least when I have let me see what time it is. 45. All right, so I know what I want to see if the audio picked it up. I'll probably be able to put the music on over it so it won't have no gunshots in the truck.
We'll be right back. I think you want a TikTok.
Hey, oh shoot. Hey, so she's going to get punished for this. And I was trying to figure out, what's enough punishment, because of course we have to discipline him for the things that he does at the house. Deshaun Watson just got his punishment for, his situation with the massage therapist, that situation, which initially it was only 6 games, didn't feel like enough. Then they moved it up to 11 plus $5 million, in which the 11 games didn't really feel like enough. And you don't really know how to necessarily quantify what $5 million is going to do to the thought process when you got 230 million on the way.
When it's just like a slap on the wrist.
And so, but it also seems like a lot in comparison to the others that might have had incidents that was actually seen on tape. You got in trouble and nothing happened. And so it's almost like, all right, what's enough? R. Kelly get 30 years for his situation, and there's people like, he should never get out. And then some people be like, yo, that's 30 years for a little bit of pee and some bondage. Like, it's just people, it's R. Kelly, he can't make no more music in there. And it just kind of is what it is. Now, people don't hate R. Kelly no more because now they making TikToks off of his music now.
And somebody sent it to me. I didn't even watch it. I was like, no, still muted. I do not care.
They don't even hate him no more because now they out here.
No, because these idiots
making videos.
Stupid. Everybody,
girl. Yeah, I was like. They done brought him back.
Pay me.
But
y'all have it. Y'all have it.
I never know what's enough. What's enough discipline for said actions? Like I be getting mad.
But it's like once a pedophile, always a pedophile. So really, are you really doing anything to him? But making him even more creepy that he has time to now think about another way that he can go about doing this. Because he's locked up. What else can he do but devise a plan? I
mean, Bill Cosby and OJ out. So, I mean, it's one of those things. It's like...
But we already knew with Bill Cosby. I mean, Bill Cosby was making a whole bunch of money and women just jumped on the bandwagon of lying. So, Janice Dickinson being A1 number 1. I don't care what anybody says. She was pumping a book.
Yeah, I mean it's a hustle. I mean it's a hustle. It can be. You hope that everybody that was affected was actually really affected, and but you don't know what's enough punishment to make somebody feel better about the situation, or what is enough punishment to make that person understand that this is not what's up. Like, I'm in jail, I'm in trouble, but after this punishment, I will never ever do that again.
I don't think you do, because when you think about it, like, you have certain kids, that are just bad, right? Kids that steal and lie about it, right? You can beat them. That doesn't teach them anything. It just says, I just got to go about a different way of stealing so you don't figure it out. Or I have to go about a lie in a better fashion to where you're not going to figure it out. There really is no moral, punishment that you can give to a person for them to be remorseful, unless something is taken away from them that they actually cherish.
Right.
And that has to be something between them and whatever. that they serve, honestly. Vices or no vice. Lord, no Lord. It just depends. I really feel like, yes, we may want to give punishment to people for doing things that we feel are outlandish because you're not supposed to pee on little girls. You should not be raping people. You should not sodomize individuals. But it's never going to stop the person from being like, oh, once a predator, always a predator, to do it again. You just think of a better way of doing it. You're just taking away their freedom. That's about it.
Yeah,
but I really don't think there is a time that you can put on it for somebody to learn. Hell, my cousin did a quarter bid, literally a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
He went out. I was 5. He didn't get out until I was 30. He got it on Valentine's Day when I turned 30, and went right back.
Yeah, like that's the crazy thing. So you wonder like what's enough?
There isn't.
And so, I mean, our time is running, so I'm kind of transitioning pretty quick. But I got 2 other things I want to talk about, and so we talk about like, all right. So for these people that end up that do things, and then all right, I'm just gonna apologize. It seemed like the right thing to do, but I still feel like I feel, and I move forward to this. You saw the pastor who was from Missouri who was calling his flock broke, and they needed to give him, you know,
you need to give me more money. What am I supposed to do this? I can't buy the watch I want.
I can't tell time on nothing. God has not blessed my eyes to be able to tell time on anything less than a Movado. And so the funny thing to me was the energy that he had in that sermon. I'm not good enough for your McDonald's. I'm not worth more than your Red Lobster, your St. John, your Louis Vuitton, your Prada, your Gucci, your you can go to Sam's Club and get this. And then when the apology comes, I'm just simply saying I'm coming to you humbly, as I just wanted everybody to know that if you did not hear the full context of my sermon, it does not reflect how I really feel.
And how I am with my congregation.
Bam, you said it. You wrote this out. Like this is the thing. This is what I know. This is what I know, and this is what I mean, I might be wrong. If any pastors on here, you can correct me, but I'm almost willing to guarantee that sermons are not freestyled. they are written.
No, they are definitely rehearsed. I can say that they are rehearsed. However, it's in you knowing your knowledge of giving a presentation, right? So because they do have to get their doctorate in that area, so and to master it and to actually reflect to say, do you actually believe in what you're saying, or are you just saying it to script it? You know, I think people do it for the wrong reasons. Who get behind these mega churches because they see dollar signs, versus actually saving the lives of people and actually ensuring that they're being pillars in their community. And I feel like he got wrapped up in the hype of, okay, if I can give a good speech every Sunday, I can get X, Y, and Z. Like that pastor out of New York that just got robbed on live. Like
the dude who was showing his closet and all that stuff. Okay, yeah.
He's wild. He's flashy. He's just like Creflo and Bishop Eddie Long. I rest his soul. But still, I just feel like flashy like that, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. And it's like, this goes against all of the Bible if that's the case. All of the Bible. So him saying that his congregation was broke and all this stuff, that was so trashy. That was trashy. Yes. And honestly, he needs to be stepped down. In all honesty, as a congregation, I've seen it done. My grandmother told the pastor, because he was stealing, get down. Get down. And the whole church was behind her. So it can be done. I just feel like sometimes when people get caught up in the wrong things and idolizations of wrong things, flash and flare, it shows out. And you said, like you said what you said. and you try to honey coat it and sugar coat it, but you had to be there. No, you talk to that congregation wild anyway. There's a whole thing on YouTube of how he talks to them all the time. He's like, I'm just very transparent. No, you are downright disrespectful.
I come to you humbly, and I just want to apologize for how any of those words were taken.
It's not a church for me. That's what I can say.
Now, I wonder if those people still tithe after hearing that sermon.
Faithfully, yes.
Like, you know what, Pastor Funderburg, I'm gonna run over to Sam's Club and get you one of those Movados. I'm gonna put it on my charge.
But I feel like he needs to be stepped down. That's just me, because that's not the works of God. I'm sorry.
No, and you know what? For the people that grew up in church, we've always heard about building funds and all of these other things, like the building ministry. You got to make sure you fund this building ministry and all of these other things. And so you had multiple tithes, where they sent the plate around for the visiting church. And they sent, I'm like, hey, hold on now. I brought my original tithe. I brought my 10%. Now you send this thing around. I ain't got nothing else to put in here, fam. Let me just go ahead and pass this. You know what? Y'all never brought me my change.
You're wild.
You're wild.
I saw a video recently. It was like, dude, what to do? Buddy, what to do is come and pray. As soon as the collection plate came out, my brother said to me, he was like, and then they passed the money, and he was like, oh. I was like, bruh.
Yeah.
I guess he does it every Sunday, so somebody actually filmed him doing it. I was like, look at this.
That is real. That is real comedy. But look, before we get out of here, dude had to apologize, and he getting it handed to him in the same way that these police officers in
Kansas.
No, these guys that were in Crawford County, Arkansas.
Oh, I knew it was around there somewhere.
Yeah, it was in Fort Smith, right outside Fort Smith. Yeah. And so
it looked up like a meerkat, oh, we caught.
Yeah, I got me. You got me. And so listen, I was having a conversation we were talking about it was a video of something on TV, and somebody had gotten tased. It was a taser, or it might have been some mace. We were talking about how officers have to get that type of training. They got to see what that's like before they join the force. And I got to thinking, damn, I would get to that point, and that'll probably be my last day, because I don't see myself voluntarily allowing them to tase and or pepper spray me for no reason.
Yeah, no, you have to know, so that it's knowing what excessive force is versus what it should not be. So they get the should actually not be, not what excessive is. But it's like, hey, this hurts. Stop that.
I'm glad you said that, because they need to have at least 3 or 4 police officers jump on each one of the cadets so that they have an idea about what that feels like when you're trying to figure out what's excessive and what's not. What's excessive as far as kneeing somebody in their legs and elbowing them in their back and having your head slammed on the concrete while you're getting
that was so crazy.
And that's not in the manual. That's not in the bylaws, especially when you have the ability to restrain and subdue, not beat the hell out of somebody.
I really feel like dude was the ops, and they found out, and they all knew they was about to come down and get in trouble, and they thought taking him on the backside of the building, they wasn't going to get caught. Long hold and behold, somebody was like, you're on candid camera.
I got you. Now, the other thing I was thinking was somebody tried to take dude and they was losing. And they had to, whenever it get to that point, somebody was losing before.
It was the one that was tired by his legs. I guarantee you. I promise you, that was the case. Not to laugh at his situation, but I promise you, it was that one in the back who was just like.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to give you a little extra, but I'm like to see it, and I'm like, yo, you have to. I talk about UFC fighters and them being special human beings, so that you've seen a UFC fighter knock somebody out, and they are out, and then they jump on them and give them some of those, and you're like, hold on, you had to.
He's down, friend. Like, he's gone. What is going on in your mind? Like, stop.
Like the fight that happened this weekend, Buddy, the champion got kicked in the face towards the end of the fight and got knocked out. The guy that kicked him did not jump down on him because he knew, like it was one of those. I hit a home run. It was a perfect shot. Like he got him net clean, and when he saw dude go out, he did not jump on him and pound him out. But I'm like, yo, you're a special type of human being in order to knock somebody out, see him out, and then jump and pound him out. And I look at these officers in that kind of way, like you are a special, not in a good way, that it can be three of y'all. And you got somebody kneeing him in his legs as hard as you can. You got somebody else pounding him in his side and in his back.
And he already looked like he was like on his luck.
He was down.
It's not like
he was down. And it ain't just one person jumping on one other person after you get them down.
It was same time. Bruce Lee wouldn't even been handling that. Like,
yeah.
At least they went after Bruce Lee one at a time. Y'all jumpers was jumping him.
Like, if I got somebody trying to scrap me out, and after if my friends and I are around and somebody try to fight me and I knock dude down, or dude getting the best of me, and we end up getting him down, it's not going to be this continuance of a stomp out and beating them and punching and elbowing and all this other stuff. Like,
it was excessive.
We got you down. It's weird. But it wasn't for them. It wasn't for that guy, and it wasn't. And so we still talk about the training, the de-escalation training. Like, it's not about defending. You need some more training. I need to figure this out.
I don't think it's long enough. And even though it is long enough, I feel like they need to go back to literally policing how they had. Having those who identified and come from those actual areas serve in their community. Like, if you came from suburbia, don't think you're going to go to an urban area and serve.
You're going to be scared.
You don't know what that life is like. I really think they really need to go back to that, because Atlanta PD used to be that.
Mm-hmm.
It was very much segregated, but it was segregated in a way that let us handle our people, because the way y'all doing it, it's not working. It's not working. We'll do it.
They come over and overreact to everything that they see, and then it's like
hyperactive. Yes, to everything.
But there was a study done. And there were 4 kids sitting at a table, 2 black, 2 white, and they had teachers watch these kids, and they asked the teachers to see which one of these kids are more likely to be in trouble. And they, I guess whatever sensors they had on the glasses, or however it was that they did it, they could tell that the teachers were paying more attention to the kids. And everything that happened, they was like, yeah, see that right there? See that right there? And the kids were alone. They were alone. They were unstimulated by, an adult presence. But they had their work to do, and the adults were back in another room watching, and they spent more time watching little black kids. And I was just like, that is crazy. But it ain't, it's across the board.
Teaching who?
It's across the board. So they automatically starting it with that
from the jump, and that's the reason also why I actually went into teaching, because of that aspect. It's just like, oh, if you look this way, you're bound to have this. If you come from a single parent home, oh, you're bound to be a menace to society. Like, wait, stop watching movies. Movies are not transcribing all Black communities
at
and
all.
the upbringing of every Black kid. Like, stop that. We're not. If you think about it, how many of us are really going around with guns, shooting shit up?
Well, I mean,
ain't never heard of Ray Ray go to no church, no store.
I mean,
how about a blast this bitch up? No, he went there because he was probably gonna steal some money, not kill people.
The unfortunate part is that we just had a story today. Like one of the comments behind it was, why it had to be us this time? Why?
When I saw her with that stupid luggage in that daggone hallway, and then at the airport, like nothing was going on, I said, "You got to be joking me." I was like, "You have got to be kidding." I said, "Damn!"
Like
it was us.
It was so bad. It was like, we did this one.
But why, girl? But why?
Oh yeah, it wasn't random. She had a reason.
That's what I'm saying. She was so calm. Sis came out here, watched her baby daddy do whatever, or husband, or whatever he was, boyfriend, watched him, and was like, "Yeah."
She kept
my flight. I'm telling you.
She kept reading text messages. Like she had the evidence. She had the evidence already, and she kept reading. Like, stop scrolling, sis. You got everything you need. You had everything you need.
This is like with the car accident situation in LA. I saw she was Black. I was like,
look, she the one who she plowed through that traffic, right?
And killed people, and one of them was an unborn child and a baby.
Yeah, that looked like it was way too fast. It was been I felt like the car joints happened
110 miles an hour.
Back to back.
Caught the camera. Biggie Smalls' daughter's child's father just ran over people during a traffic stop. Did you see that?
Was that the one that made people go in the air?
Yeah, it was a baby involved. He hit a baby in a stroller, and the mom that was pushing the baby and a delivery guy. All because of a traffic stop, because he had a warrant and his tints were too dark.
Wow, yeah.
They're okay.
No,
they're okay. They're alive.
No, these people.
But the baby literally underneath the car and sat up like, what the heck?
No, these people that I saw, 2 of them died, but they got crushed. Like it was a scuffle or it was like 3 people in the middle of the street, and all you see is this car barrel through them. I'm talking about in a way that they don't even do it like this on movies. You see people get hit and they kind of roll over the car. No, these you could see it looked like the people exploded, shoes and you can see from the other angle, these people went at least 20 or 30 feet down the road, and it was one other person who was he caught the side of the car and kind of fell. He the only one that got up. The other 2 people died. But I'm like, man, it's so much crazy stuff. It's so much crazy stuff. I don't want to.
It's so much crazy stuff. Women being abducted, attempts to be abducted while they with their husbands. At this point, I'm just like, if the rapture is here, Lord, just say that. Just say that. Are we going one by one? Somebody was
I was talking to somebody, and I was talking to somebody on the phone, and I was going to buy some masks, and I was headed to the bowling alley, but I was going to buy some masks, and they had those people out that was talking about, they was sitting outside Family Dollar talking to people about God and church and stuff like that. And I was just like, man, these people, I don't feel like talking to anybody right now. And if they come up to me and was like, are you ready for Jesus to come back? And are you ready to meet Jesus? I'm like, not yet, but if he here, then I'm gonna go ahead and get in. Like I don't want to.
Yeah, man. I don't want to get a pass. What the pass is at?
I don't want to miss it.
There's 7 of them. Let me go ahead and get that. 7 was the lucky number. Let me get 7.
I was like, you remember? Hey. Before you go over there and holler at them, you remember when I've been taking care of these kids, right? So I'm in, right? You got me?
I'm so tired. It's just like somebody's dying, somebody's shot, somebody's doing something crazy. People are being abducted. Women are like, it's just too much.
Holler at me before you leave, Jesus. I'll be like, if you
hey man, don't stop by them. Don't pass me by. Don't do that. Do not pass me by.
Holler at me before you leave. Holler at me before you leave.
Hey, my boy.
I ain't ready yet. But if you gonna circle back. I got some more stuff to do. I gotta circle back. But look, this is our time. Go ahead and get your plug in before we get out this thing.
All right, y'all. If you're not doing so, make sure you follow your girl on all platforms. It's TRU on TikTok. That's TRU67_. If you're not doing so, and if you have not done so, make sure you're also following my business page. That's Just Eat It 627. You can make all purchases online at www.justbeatit627.com. Next week, we will have an awesome the entire website because clearly y'all love us. That's all I have, but it will be next week. So make sure if you're following my page, you'll see it on the post. You'll see it in the stories. Make sure you support. And guess what? The price is the price. Hello.
Non-negotiable. And look, good people, we appreciate you. So if you are not following the 710 Slickville Show page, we greatly appreciate you to do that on Facebook and Instagram. Also, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We out there. Also, the same name on anywhere you can listen to, anywhere you can subscribe to podcasts or anything like that. Go 710 Slickville Show. If you look for any cool t-shirts, go ahead and holler at your boy. Shout out to Iron Black Square. I appreciate that, brother. You look for any t-shirts. The 710 Print Shop is where you can get them. On Facebook, Instagram. Go ahead and order online. I don't like DM requests for t-shirts unless it is something custom. And if it's something custom, do not wait till the last minute. I will charge you extra for the DM and for it being a rush fee. Lastly, if you are looking to buy, sell, or invest in any kind of real estate, and you're in the Georgia area, or if you're not, if you're thinking about moving to Georgia, go ahead and holler at me at JH Brown, the Realtor. That's on Instagram and Facebook. Also, go ahead and look at the website, jhbrownrealty.com. We got you. I'll get you taken care of. But look, good people, until next time, man, we definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in. Y'all stay safe out in these streets. We are out.
Stay safe, y'all. And yes, I do have on clothes. Whoever helped DM that.
Oh, they thought you was out there butt naked?
I have on clothes. They just brown.
Yeah. Y'all be easy.
Bye, y'all.
Take it easy. Come on there. Man, this thing been moving real slow.